Hi, this is Quintella Griffin with Ward's Realty. I'm a real estate agent, and today I'm doing a presentation on how to remove or withdraw a federal tax lien. This subject is very close to my heart because I, in fact, did my own removal of a federal tax lien. And so I'm speaking from experience, not just preparation of this presentation, but I actually did my own, and I am sharing with you and using the responses that I got back from the IRS here in the presentation. So let's work together. If you have a tax lien and you're thinking about buying a house, I have resolutions for you with that. If you are selling your house and you have a tax lien, we'll cover that too. Okie dokie, here we go. Thank you. Do you have a delinquent federal tax debt and you are ready to purchase a house? Here are the requirements that you are going to need to meet before considering purchasing a house. If you are doing an FHA loan, you will need to be in a repayment plan. So you'll need to set that up with the IRS, and you'll need to make a minimum of 3 months payment before you can purchase. You will also need to provide to the loan officer evidence that you are in a repayment program and verification that you have been making the payments on time. If you are going to obtain a conventional home loan, the requirements of a conventional home loan is that the IRS uh, record the tax lien against you, and that the tax lien that's been recorded, that the tax lien that's been recorded has to be paid off. So that's the difference between these two types of loan. FHA, it doesn't have to be paid off. Conventional loan, the tax debt has to be paid off. So I have a great working relationship with Deborah of Prime Lending. We have a great business relationship, and we've been working together for a few years. So she is familiar with this process. Feel free to give Deborah a call, Deborah Westland with Prime Lending at 925-481-7014. If you want to talk to her about this, she's very resourceful. She has multiple services that she can offer you. Down payment assistance program. She does loans for self-employed. If you have credit issues, she has a great referral source for credit restoration, and I recommend that you reach out to her. Okay, thanks. What is a federal tax lien? That is something we're going to talk about today. So, a federal tax lien is the government's legal claim against your property when you neglect or fail to pay a tax debt. So, basically, if you owe a tax debt and you don't pay it, they slap a lien on your property. So if you try to refinance it or you try to sell it, the IRS makes sure that they have an interest in your property, and they put the lien on there, and you're going to have to pay that off. So that is what a federal tax lien is. And if you are watching this video, I am sure right now you probably already know what a federal tax lien is because you're watching it because you want resolution. So I'm going to help you with that. Okay? Thank you. How a federal tax lien affects you. Okay, we'll start with this list here. It impacts your assets. It attaches to your property, your securities, your vehicles, future assets acquired during the duration of the lien. If you are seeking credit, it can limit your ability to get credit after the IRS files a notice of federal tax lien. Creditors might see you as a high risk and deny you credit due to your tax lien. Business, if you have a business or you operate a business, the lien attaches to all business properties and to all rights to business property, including account receivables. And then if you file bankruptcy when you have this federal tax lien, that doesn't get rid of it either. So it may continue after the bankruptcy. So just be aware of how a federal tax lien impacts you. So you definitely want to try to work on getting it withdrawn or removed so you can avoid this situation here. Okay? All right. What is the Fresh Start program? Well, this is a program that I learned about in 2008. And how I came across this information was I too suffered from a federal tax lien. And so I was trying to figure out how to resolve this problem that I had with the IRS, because again, I had a federal tax lien and it was impacting me heavily and I wanted to have it removed. I said, there's got to be a way how to remove a federal tax lien. So the purpose of the Fresh Start program is to settle debt and to remove or withdraw a federal tax lien. It was designed to help individuals and small businesses with overdue tax liabilities. It also helped the IRS because it had a large collection inventory. So prior to the implementation of this Fresh Start program, if you owed the IRS $5,000 or more, they would place a federal tax lien on you or on your property. And so when this program was implemented, that $5,000 went to $10,000. So they would not place a federal tax lien on you unless you owed the IRS more than $10,000. So that's how this whole program got started. Thank you. What is the Fresh Start program? Well, as we know, it's a program that was implemented in 2008 with the IRS to help individuals with their tax debt and to withdraw federal tax liens. And so in 2012, it changed. The Fresh Start program went under some changes, had some changes made. So the two major tax debt payment plans that were simplified under the Fresh Start initiative include the installment agreement and the offer and compromise. These are two tools that you can use to resolve uh, tax debt or tax liens. And this is a totally different subject, but I just definitely wanted to uh, state that in this presentation, that there are other tools that you can use in resolving your issues with the IRS. One of them is the installment agreement, and the other is the offer and compromise, which I hear the offer and compromise works really well. Um, So you might want to look into that also. Thank you. Uncle Sam, believe it or not, is one of the friendliest. The IRS is one of the most friendliest agencies. It's their goal to help you. They have a whole website um, of videos and tutorials to help you resolve various problems that you have. So the IRS will withdraw a federal tax lien after it has been released due to the IRS Fresh Start initiative. And now I'm going to go into the paperwork and show you how to do it. Before you submit your form 12277 to withdraw federal tax lien, make sure that you file all of your outstanding tax returns. That's a requirement before you can submit your application to withdraw your federal tax lien. You must have all your income tax returns completed. All right. Now we're going to discuss the basis for withdrawal of a federal tax lien. If the taxpayer pays the debt owed in full or enters into an installment program that will eventually result in full payment, the IRS will withdraw the tax lien. So here the IRS is letting you know that regardless if you still owe them money, they will withdraw the tax lien. So the benefits of having the tax lien withdrawn is you can refinance your home because you don't have a tax lien. So you don't have to have the IRS subordinate the lien in order to refi. It'll boost your credit score. You may be able to sell your home and not have to pay the tax lien at the close of escrow. You may be able to get credit now that you don't have the tax lien. So these are the benefits of having the federal tax lien removed. Okay, thank you. Now we're going to talk about how to withdraw the federal tax lien. Step 1, the application for withdrawal of file. You're going to use form 12277, and you can get this on the IRS website. So you're going to use form 12277, application for withdrawal. Okay. Now, the next thing you're going to do is just go through this application. One, taxpayer's name. That's your name. You're going to insert your name here. Number two, social security number. You're going to insert your social security number. Taxpayer's representative, if you're represented by an attorney, or if someone has power of attorney over you, and that person would fill in their name there. Number four, you're going to insert the address, your city that you live in, the state that you live in, your zip code, and your telephone number in case the IRS needs to reach you. Attached copy of Form 668Y, Notice of Federal Tax Lien. So if the IRS sent you a notice and you have the notice, attach it. If you don't have the notice, you can just provide them with the information here, if you can, the serial number of your tax lien, the date that it was filed against you. That might be in your credit report if you don't have a copy, or you can call the IRS and get the information. Recording office, so where it was filed. So say, for example, if you live in Contra Costa County, that's where it would have been filed. Or if you live in Alameda County or Sacramento County or San Francisco County, whatever county you live in, and this just does not apply to California. So anyone that has a federal tax lien can do this in any state that you live in. It's not just California. And then number 10, they want the current status of the federal tax lien. Is it open? Has it been released? Or you're not sure what the status is? You're going to be pretty sure what the status is, because if it was released, most likely you wouldn't be asking for them to withdraw it. It's probably open. So there are some instances where it can be released, but you want it withdrawn, and so you're doing this so it can come off of your credit report. And once you get approval, they'll give you a withdrawal, and you record that with the county recorder's office, whichever county it was recorded in, and that absolutely withdraws it. So, and then it's down here, number 11, reason for requesting withdrawal of the filed tax. So you check the box and then you give an explanation. So whatever your explanation is, you got to have a good one. So I think when I did mine, I think I said that it was impacting my credit, my ability to basically care for myself financially, and that I had already entered into an agreement. And based on the fact that I entered into agreement, I thought that the IRS should allow me to withdraw it, and they granted it. So just make sure that you have a pretty good reason. And then it has here, the taxpayer is under a direct debit installment agreement. So with that being said, you're just going to fill in one of these boxes in number 11, and then number 12, you're going to explain your basis. And then down here, affirmation means that you are confirming, you are swearing, under penalty of perjury, under the laws of whatever state you're in, that this is true and correct. You're going to put your signature there. If it's your representative will put it in there. If it's your attorney, they will fill in that, their title, the date, and you're going to stick this in the mail. And if I were you, I would stick this application in the mail and send it by certified mail return receipt requested. And that way you can track that they received it, and to follow up in about a couple of weeks. All right, thank you. On how to withdraw a federal tax lien. So once you fill out your form 12277, prepare a cover letter with it, certified mail return receipt requested, so that you know for sure that the IRS received your application to withdraw the federal tax lien. So here I have over to the left a sample, and basically it's just you're going to insert the date via certified mail receipt return requested, and then down here in the raise section I have John Doe, which is the name of the person that's submitting it, your social security number, the release of the tax lien number, and the withdrawal federal tax income lien. That's the subject that you're speaking about. Basically, the letter is really quick and to the point. Enclosed, please find the IRS Form 12277 for submission requesting withdrawal of a federal tax lien. I request that you withdraw the tax lien filed against me. If you grant the withdrawal, please submit a copy of the withdrawal to 3 major credit agencies listed below, and then just insert the credit bureaus that your lien is listed with, or who is reporting it, and that's it. Step 3, after you complete your form 12277 and sign and date it, make a copy for your record. Of course, previously I told you to send it certified mail so you can keep a record of that, and now you're going to send it off to the IRS and you're going to wait for a response. The response is usually anywhere from 90 to 120 days. Keep in mind, if you submit your request during the tax season, when the peak tax season, it'll probably take them longer than 120 days. So if you have business that involves removing the tax lien, you're going to sell a house or you're buying a house and you don't want the federal tax lien on your record, you need to start working on this at least 120 to 90 days before you take any action about selling or trying to have it removed. Okay, thank you. Step 4. If you don't receive a response from the IRS within 120 days of submitting your request to have your federal tax lien removed, you should follow up with them. Now, to the right here, this is just a sample of what I received in the mail from the IRS. So the IRS will send you a notification and they will let you know whether you was approved or whether you was denied. So here I was approved. They checked the box, I was approved. And then if they would have checked it down here, it would have shown that it was denied. So I was so excited that it got approved. So here's the letter. This is what it looks like. You might want to pause and zoom in so you can see the content. It's kind of small. I tried to make it as big as possible for you to see, but you will get a response from the IRS. All right. Step 5. If the IRS approves your withdrawal of your federal tax lien, it will send you Form 10916 to record with the county recorder's office. Now, where you're going to be recording it is at your local county recorder's office in which it was filed. So if you live in, so for me, I live in Contra Costa County. And so that's where mine was, the withdrawal was recorded. So it's in the county where it was filed, where you're going to be, where you live, where it's going to be recorded. All right, we're almost at the end, and this is the best part. So now, step 6, you have actually received Form 10916, and you have to record it with the county recorder's office now. So up here, as you can see, the form is the withdrawal filed notice of federal tax lien. That's Form 10916. So it'll have your information here, it'll have your serial number, the name of the taxpayer, which was me, and then it'll have the tax liens that you had, and right there, please file. So it tells you what county you're going to be filing it in. And that was my story, and I did my own removal of a federal tax lien, and it turned out pretty good. Yes. If you have any questions, you can always email me at AgentQRealtor@gmail.com, and I'll try to help you with any questions that you might have about this. Step 7. So here now you see the letter from the IRS letting you know that it was approved and that they have sent a copy to the credit agencies. They were nice enough to go ahead and take care of that so you don't have to do it yourself. That's how the process is done here. Thank you. So If you haven't heard, you're entitled to receive one credit report free. And so I use annualcreditreport.com. I love their website. This is what it looks like. You can go to it. I recommend that you check 30 days after all of this is done, this process is done, to see if it's been removed from your credit report or not. And you can also use this to check your credit report once a year or monitor your credit to see how you're doing. It's a great service. Hi, this is Quintella Griffin with Ward's Realty, and I want to thank you for watching my presentation. I hope that it was helpful and resourceful to you. If you have any questions, feel free to email them to me at AgentQRealtor@gmail.com. I have mega resources for you if you need help. Um, there's lenders. I have referrals for lenders, referrals for attorneys, referrals for anyone that you need help with resolving any issues. I have a big database of people that I work with that are very resourceful at helping people with their problems. Great, and thank you, and have a great day. Bye.